Hi, I'm Jane Gerling and I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Psychological Science at the University of New England. And today I wanted to talk through some behaviour modification strategies that could assist you in quitting smoking. And if you're watching this video today because you are trying to quit, well done on looking for some solutions. And I hope that some of these strategies today will help you on your journey to quit. So firstly, we want to look at what's causing you to smoke. And the best way to do this is to monitor your behaviour over a week or so. Just take note of what's happening before you have a cigarette and what's happening after. For example, what's happening before, or the antecedent, is maybe it's who you are with, the time of day, maybe it's every time you get in the car, or when you're feeling stressed. And then what's happening after is perhaps you're no longer feeling stressed anymore. And now that you have identified some of the antecedents and how you're feeling after, or the consequence of your behaviour, we want to look at some replacement behaviours. So if you have identified that perhaps you're smoking because you're feeling stressed and it provides you some stress relief, then if you can't remove the stressful situation, I would suggest for you to find some stress relieving activities to give you that replacement behaviour of stress relief. So for example, you might like going for a bike ride or a walk, or maybe watching your favourite TV show or listening to a podcast, anything that will reduce your stress. Another thing to look at is the physical properties of smoking. So you're using your hands and your mouth, and I would suggest to also use some replacement behaviours that mimic the act of smoking. For example, you could have a drink of something every time you sort of had a craving for a cigarette, or chew on some gum, and perhaps use a fidget spinner or something to keep your hands busy. It's just to give you something else to do instead of smoking. And another strategy you could also consider is using nicotine replacement therapies. And for this, I would recommend to go to your GP to see what alternatives there are for you. In addition to this, it's such a hard thing that you're trying to do. So I would encourage you to call out to your family and friends for some support and encouragement along the way. It's really important that you have support. It's a huge thing that you're doing. So, ask them to check in and you check in with them and tell them how you're going. And this will be positively reinforcing, which will inevitably encourage you to continue to go. It's really important also to reward yourself with your progress. Maybe take yourself out for a massage or a meal out, just to reward the progress that you're making. It's a huge thing that you're doing. Another really tricky thing, but effective thing that you could do is to make a public commitment. So by this could mean putting a sign up at work or in your home to detail what your quitting smoking plan is. Or maybe you want to put something on social media. And this will in turn encourage further support from people. So it keeps you on track to your goal to quit smoking. And it holds you accountable as well. So a great thing to also do. So these are a few strategies that I would encourage you to use a few together that will give you the most success at quitting. And make sure you really stop and appreciate the huge challenge that you're taking on, and reward yourself along the way, because it is a tricky thing that you're doing. So well done to you, and I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope that these strategies can help on your journey to quit. Thanks.